So I've seen the accent challenge tag going around the net quite a bit of late, and I thought it'd be a really fun one to do because I love to travel, and one of the things I love most about traveling is meeting people from all around the world. I love listening to accents, and I have since I was really little, and I love trying to pick where people are from just by hearing their accent. When I'm overseas and people are meeting me, if they don't pick I'm Australian right away, which I always find quite surprising because not all that many people pick my accent as Australian. I don't know if it's just not super typically Australian or something, but I either get asked if I'm from the UK, the US, or New Zealand. So, I mean, the New Zealand accent sounds pretty similar to Australian, but I just always think it's quite funny that people will ask me if I'm from New Zealand before they'll ask me if I'm Australian. There's this one story when an Australian overseas mistook me for being American. I don't know how that happened, but he was like an Australian that got on this plane with a group of other Australians. They must have been traveling in a group or something, and pretty sure he had one of those hats on with like the corks hanging down. He probably had like an Australian flag t-shirt on or something. He was like full out there Aussie. And anyway, I was sitting across the aisle from my twin sister, and he just happened to sit next to me. And he said something like, "Oh, all of us Aussies were a rowdy bunch, sorry, blah, blah, blah," something like that. And I was just being polite, and I said, "Yeah, you can't miss the accent, hey." And he was like, "You think we've got the accent? You guys have got the accent." That was American. He didn't sound American. He sounded Australian. He was like, "You think we've got the accent? You guys," oh my God, I sound like British now. Oh, he was like, I can't do it. He was like, anyway, he said, I'll just say in my own normal voice, seeing as I cannot for the life of me try and do an awkward Australian accent right now. But he said, "You guys think we've got the accent? You Americans have got the accent." And I was like, "Mate, I'm Australian." I didn't say that. I was just like, awkward. And then I spent the rest of the flight whispering across the aisle to my sister so he didn't hear me speak and then think I'm Australian, and then it would be just so awkward. Anyway, luckily it was a 40-minute flight and I've grown up a bit since then. Yeah, anyway, so I'm going to do the accent challenge and we'll just get straight into it. Questions are on my phone. There's a few things on here that I really don't even know what they're talking about, so we'll just see how I go. Okay, question 1. What do you call a sweetened carbonated beverage? Now, I would call that soda drink. Oh, soda drink? I'd call that soft drink. I don't know where soda drink came from. I have never said soda drink. Soft drink. 2. What do you call gym shoes? So, I definitely wouldn't say gym shoes. I'd call them joggers, or maybe runners. Maybe a sneaker. Actually, I would never say sneakers, no. Okay, what do you call the device that turns the channel on the TV? I would call this a remote, which would be short for a remote controller. I didn't know there was other terms that people would call that device, but cool. Next one, what do you call the wheeled contraption, used to carry groceries at the supermarket? I would call this a trolley or a shopping trolley. Yeah. 5. What do you call the bug that rolls into a ball when you touch it? There's a bug that rolls into a ball when you touch it? I have never heard of any such bug, but that's pretty cool. So I would call it a bug that rolls into a ball when you touch it, because I have no idea. How would you address a group of people? So if there's a group of people over there, I'd be like, "Hey guys," or something. Okay, next question. What do you call your grandfather? My granddad is called Pop. And your grandmother? So both of my grandmothers have always been called Nan. 9. Which is it? Lightning bug or firefly? I've never actually seen a lightning bug or a firefly, so I don't think I've ever said those words. But if I was like, "Oh, hey, look, it's a firefly," yeah, I feel like I'd say firefly. 10. Which is it? Ladybug or ladybird? So if this is referring to those tiny little cute bugs that are like orange and red kind of coloured with like little black dots on them, then I would call that a ladybug. Okay, a few words to pronounce. So 1, water. 2, pecan, like the nut, you know, like pecan pie or something. Next one, aunt. So I have 2 aunts on my mum's side. Caramel. I love caramel tart. Route, like R-O-U-T-E. So like we're driving down Route 66. Crayon. So like the thing that you draw with or colour in with, I would call that a crayon. I mean, obviously I'd call it a pencil if it's a colouring pencil, but they're speaking about those like specific things that are like crayons. Honestly, I don't know how else you'd say crayon. Mayonnaise. So like that stuff you put on sandwiches, it's called mayonnaise. 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 I don't know. Mayonnaise. I just say mayonnaise. Or mayo. We say mayo a lot. Aluminium. Aluminium. It's not the easiest word to say. Aluminium. Aluminium. And that, my friends, is the end of the little accent challenge. Yeah, so give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I've got lots more videos planned. If there's anything in particular you'd like to see on my channel, then please let me know in the comments. I've got some really fun beauty videos and some hairstyle videos planned that I can't wait to do because I love that stuff, and some travel ones coming up as well. So yeah, if there's anything else, let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed it, then subscribe to my channel down there. And I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye! Almond. So like, yeah, good snack. Why am I doing these weird accents? Oh. Oh no. I know some countries say aluminum, aluminum. Is it just America that says that, or are there other countries around the world? And do all Americans say aluminum? Does anybody else say aluminium? I'm pretending I have a ladybug. Yeah, I'd call it a ladybug. Oh, hair in my eye! What am I doing? I just wish I would be like, hey y'all. That would be so cool, but no. It just sounds really awkward coming from me. And if you want to stay up to date when you'll get all the updates when I update. Ugh. I get so nervous.